There's plenty of anger right now. How can you have more?
You see something that said, take a look at what happened. You see something that said, take a look at what happened. Said, take a look at what happened. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something to say, take a look what happened.
I hope he's turning this way. Be careful, guys.
If you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened. Make sure we take back the White House.
Two Secret Service sniper teams could be seen on rooftops behind former President Donald Trump less than 2 minutes before gunfire erupted at a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania on Saturday. They appear to be getting into position facing the direction of the gunman who authorities say fired the shots that grazed former President Trump.
Look at what happened.
Trump said a bullet struck him in the ear. Here's how the attack unfolded. President Trump was speaking from a stage located here. The suspected gunman was on the roof of another building less than 450 feet away from where Trump was speaking, with a clear line of sight. 1 minute and 32 seconds before shots are heard, we can see two Secret Service sniper teams moving into place on the roofs behind the former president. One on the south roof and one on the north roof, facing the direction of the shooter. It's unclear if they were repositioning or setting up for the first time.
And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country.
Moments before the shooting, we can hear nearby spectators saying they see someone with a gun.
He's going down!
While Trump speaks, the Secret Service snipers are still facing the gunman's direction. We then see an agent on the north roof pick his head up just before shots ring out at 6:15. Secret Service agents rush to pull Trump to the ground. As they rush him off the stage, blood can be seen on the bleachers behind where Trump was speaking. A spectator was killed and 2 more were critically injured at the event, the Secret Service said. The suspected gunman, 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, was shot and killed, according to the FBI.
Tonight, 24 hours after the alarming assassination attempt on former President Trump, growing questions about what many in law enforcement are calling an enormous security failure.
If that bullet was 2 inches to the right, it would have penetrated the former president's forehead, and we would have a great American tragedy on our hands.
The Secret Service was responsible for security at the rally, and tonight is facing an independent review of how the shooting happened. This video shows the alleged shooter on a roof just outside the rally's security perimeter, firing shots before he was taken out by a Secret Service counter-sniper team. That quick response has been praised as life-saving, but former law enforcement officials say the entire incident never should have happened.
The buck does stop with the U.S. Secret Service. It's their plan. You're responsible, so you can't deflect blame on anybody else, and you have to make sure all these layers are put into place.
Former President Trump was speaking from a stage in a field. The shooter was only 148 yards away, on top of a roof, one of only a few rooftops in the rural area. A question tonight, why was that rooftop not secured?
So if you look at an aerial shot of that area, maybe there is half a dozen roofs, but there's not thousands of roofs. It could have been covered for a couple hours, and it should have been.
Also, witnesses say they saw the gunman and tried to warn police. The question now, were those witnesses ignored?
We're pointing at them. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police are like, huh, what? You know, like they didn't know what was going on.
Tonight, the Secret Service did not respond to questions from NBC News, but is denying allegations it rebuffed requests from the Trump campaign for more resources. As for those witness accounts, authorities say they'll investigate, and House Republicans have announced an investigation too, including calling on the Secret Service director to testify.
What are you trying to tell me? That I can dodge bullets?
No, Neo. I'm trying to tell you that when you're ready, you won't have to.
Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible.